Hello everyone, my name is Siti Nur Suhaila, and today I'm going to talk about the ethical use of artificial intelligence in business. AI is everywhere today, from the ads we see online to how companies hire employees or approve loans. While it brings many advantages, we also need to be aware of the risks it can pose if used unethically. In this presentation, I'll give a brief introduction to AI technology, discuss the most critical ethical issues, and finally share my personal reflection and some recommendation on how business can implement AI responsibly. Artificial intelligence or AI refers to a computer system that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence. This includes learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. In the business world, AI is used in customer service chatbots, recruitment tools, fraud detection system, and personalized marketing strategies. For example, AI can help companies analyze customer behavior and suggest product based on past purchase. It can speed up hiring by screening resume or even predict which employee might leave a company. However, while AI increases efficiency, it's important to remember that this system learns from historical data, and that data can sometimes reflect human bias or mistake. AI business integrate AI more deeply into their operation. It becomes critical to ensure that the system are aligned not just with profit, but also with human value and ethical standards. One of the most serious ethical issues in AI is algorithmic bias. This occurs when AI systems make unfair decisions based on race, gender, age, or other protected traits. A real-world example is Amazon's AI recruitment tools, which was scrapped because it favored male candidates over female ones. It had learned from past hiring data which already reflected gender bias. Another major concern is lack of transparency. Many AI systems operate as black boxes. They make decisions, but we don't fully understand how or why. Facebook algorithm, for instance, has been criticized for promoting misinformation and polarizing content just to increase user engagement. Lastly, job displacement is a major challenge. As AI automates repetitive tasks, many workers in sectors like manufacturing, transport, and customer service face unemployment. This raises important questions about fairness and how we support workers affected by automation. To understand whether the use of AI is ethical, we can apply several philosophical frameworks. Utilitarianism focuses on outcomes. If AI creates more benefits than harm, for example, improving healthcare or education, it's considered ethically acceptable. But we must be cautioned. Automating customer service may save costs, but it can also alienate vulnerable users who need human assistance. Deontology, based on Kant's philosophy, emphasizes duty and moral rules. Even if an action produces good outcomes, it's unethical if it violates a person's right. So using AI to collect data without consent or making discriminatory decisions in hiring would be morally wrong, regardless of how profitable it is. Lastly, virtue ethics center on the character of decision maker. It says ethical leadership depends on traits like honesty, fairness, and responsibility. Business leaders should regularly evaluate the AI system, not just for performance, but also for whether they reflect these values. As a person who values fairness, empathy, and transparency, I believe AI should always be used in a way that protects people's rights and dignity. Discrimination in hiring, hidden data practice, and lack of consent violate these values. If I were running a business, I would ensure that my AI systems are regularly audited for bias and that they are trained on inclusive and diverse datasets. I would also be fully transparent with users, letting them know how their data is used and giving them the option to opt out if they choose. For me, ethical AI is not just about avoiding scandals or fines. It's about building trust, promoting equality, and using technology to enhance, not harm for human lives. To use AI ethically, business must take proactive steps. First, inclusive design is essential. AI should be built with input from people of diverse backgrounds to prevent bias before it begins. Second, companies should conduct regular audits of the AI system, checking for fairness, transparency, and accuracy. Third, AI ethics training should be provided to developers and leaders. This helps them make more thoughtful and informed decisions. Finally, business must comply with laws like the GDPR and the EU AI Act, which protect data rights and promote responsible AI use. By embedding the ethics into the design, development, and deployment of AI, business can create systems that are not only powerful but also principled and people-centered. In conclusion, AI is a powerful tool that can transform business, but it must be guided by strong ethical principles. Cases like Amazon's biased hire system and Facebook content algorithm shows how things can go wrong when ethics are ignored. By applying ethical theories like utilitarianism, deontology, and virtue ethics, leaders can navigate moral dilemmas in a thoughtful way. My hope is that more business will see ethics not as a barrier but as a guide, because ultimately technology should serve people, not the other way around. Thank you for watching.